A century ago, raising pigs looked a lot different than it does today. Back then, pigs roamed around small family farms, foraging for scraps, wallowing in the mud, and growing at their own pace. Fast forward to now, and the transformation is almost unrecognizable. High-tech barns, automated feeding systems, and even AI-powered health monitoring. Pig farming has entered the future. But here's the big question. Has this transformation been for the better? Are pigs living healthier lives, or has industrialization taken a toll? Stick around, because what you're about to see might change the way you think about the food on your plate. Pigs of the past. How it all started. 100 years ago, pig farming looked nothing like it does today. There were no high-tech barns, no automated feeders, just small family farms with pigs roaming in open fields. These pigs lived simple lives, wandering around, digging through the dirt, and eating whatever scraps or plants they could find. Farmers didn't measure growth with charts and data. Pigs grew at their own pace depending on the seasons and the food available. In the summer, they ate fresh plants and roots. In the winter, they relied on leftover crops, kitchen scraps, or anything farmers could spare. Their shelters, basic wooden pens or simple mud huts, just enough to protect them from bad weather. This way of farming wasn't the most efficient. Pigs took longer to grow, and farmers had little control over their health or diet. But one thing was certain, these pigs were tough. They adapted to the environment, survived harsh weather, and didn't rely on antibiotics or artificial diets. But times were changing. As demand for pork grew, so did the pressure to raise pigs faster and in larger numbers. And that's when things started to shift in ways no one could have imagined. 2. The rise of industrial pig farming. As cities grew and technology advanced, people wanted more pork, faster and cheaper. Farmers had to find a way to produce more meat in less time. And that's when industrial pig farming took over. In the mid-20th century, small family farms started disappearing, replaced by massive factory farms. Instead of pigs roaming freely, they were now raised in large controlled barns. Everything was designed for efficiency: automatic feeders, temperature-controlled spaces, and carefully planned diets. Pigs no longer had to search for food. It was measured and given to them at the perfect time for maximum growth. But farming wasn't the only thing that changed. Pigs themselves were transformed. Farmers began selective breeding, choosing pigs that grew bigger, faster, and had leaner meat. Over generations, these pigs became different from their ancestors. They reached market weight in almost half the time and had more muscle than fat. For businesses, this was a success: more pork, lower costs, and higher profits. But for the pigs, their lives were no longer about freedom and adaptation. Instead, they became part of a system built for speed and efficiency. And with this new way of farming came a big question. Was this really an improvement, or did it come at a cost? 3rd, technology's role in modern pig farming. Step inside a modern pig farm, and you might think you're in a futuristic lab. Gone are the days of wooden pens and hand feeding. Today, technology runs the show. Most large-scale farms now use smart barns, fully controlled environments where temperature, humidity, and even lighting are adjusted automatically. No more worrying about harsh winters or extreme summers. These barns keep pigs comfortable, helping them grow faster and stay healthy. Feeding has also changed. Automated systems deliver the perfect amount of food at just the right time, customized to each pig's growth stage. Some farms even have AI-powered health monitoring. Cameras and sensors track a pig's movement, weight, and eating habits. If a pig seems sick or isn't gaining enough weight, farmers get instant alerts on their phones. And it doesn't stop there. Robots are now part of pig farming, cleaning waste, refilling water, and even assisting with medical care. This means less human labor and fewer risks of disease spreading. This level of control makes farming more efficient than ever. But it also raises a question: how much technology is too much? As farms become more like machines, are pigs becoming just another product on a production line? The welfare debate: better or worse for pigs? Modern pig farming is more advanced than ever. But here's the big question: are pigs really better off, or have they lost something in the process? On one hand, technology has brought huge improvements. Disease control is better than ever. with cleaner barns and strict biosecurity measures keeping pigs healthier. Nutrition is carefully managed, making sure pigs get the perfect mix of nutrients to grow strong. And thanks to these changes, fewer pigs die from illness or harsh weather like they did in the past. But there's another side to the story. Most pigs today live in tight spaces with little room to move. Many never see sunlight or feel the dirt beneath their feet. Their natural behaviors like rooting, exploring, and socializing are limited. This has led to serious ethical concerns. Are pigs just food-producing machines, or do they deserve more freedom? Then there's the issue of antibiotics and growth hormones. Some farms use them to speed up growth and prevent disease in crowded conditions. But this has sparked debate. Are these practices necessary for efficiency, or do they pose long-term risks to both pigs and the people who eat them? The welfare debate isn't simple, and as more people ask questions, the pressure is growing for farms to find a better balance between efficiency and ethics. The shift towards sustainable and ethical pig. Farming for years, pig farming focused on one thing: producing more meat faster. But now a growing number of farmers and consumers are asking a different question. Can we raise pigs in a way that's better for both the animals and the planet? This has led to a rise in pasture-raised and organic pig farming. Instead of keeping pigs in tight indoor spaces, these farms let them roam outdoors, root in the soil, and live more naturally. They eat organic feed, grow at a slower pace, and avoid artificial growth hormones. Big companies are starting to take notice too. Many brands now promote cruelty-free and regenerative farming, focusing on better living conditions, less waste, and eco-friendly practices. Some farms even use rotational grazing, where pigs help fertilize the land as they move, creating a healthier environment for both the animals and the soil. And here's the real game changer. Consumers are demanding ethically sourced pork. More people are willing to pay extra for meat that comes from humane farms. This shift in demand is forcing the industry to rethink its approach. But will ethical farming ever replace factory farms completely? Or is there still one more transformation coming that could change everything? The future of pig farming might be even more surprising than you think. What the future holds for pig farming. Pig farming has changed more in the last 100 years than in the previous 1,000. But the biggest transformation, it might still be ahead of us. One of the most shocking developments is lab-grown pork, real meat, but without the pig. Scientists have found a way to grow pork cells in a lab, creating meat without the need for traditional farming. No slaughter, no factory farms, just pork made in a controlled environment. Some say this could end animal farming as we know it, while others question if people will ever accept meat that doesn't come from an actual pig. Then there's AI and genetic engineering. Imagine pigs that never get sick. Scientists are already working on gene-edited pigs that are resistant to common diseases, reducing the need for antibiotics. AI-powered farms could take things even further, using data to predict and prevent health problems before they even happen. The future of pig farming will come down to one question: how do we balance efficiency, ethics, and sustainability? Will we continue improving traditional farming, or will technology take over completely? One thing is certain: pig farming will never be the same again. Pig farming has come a long way, from small family farms to high-tech facilities, and maybe even a future without farms at all. But where do you think the future of pig farming is headed? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of food, farming, and technology. Thanks for watching.